You know that voice in your head, the one that never stops talking? What if I told you it's not actually you? Every time you think, you're not creating those thoughts. You're listening to something much bigger, something hidden in plain sight. What you're about to learn will completely change the way you experience your mind, your thoughts, and yourself. Let's uncover the truth together. The voice in your head. Is it really you? The voice in your head. From the moment you open your eyes in the morning, the voice in your head kicks into gear. It starts with simple questions. What shall I eat for breakfast? Do I have enough time to get everything done today? Then, as the day goes on, it ramps up. Why did I say that during yesterday's meeting? What if I mess up this presentation? What will they think of me if I fail? It's a constant stream of chatter, filling every quiet moment with noise. This voice feels like it's an essential part of you. It's so intertwined with your daily experience that you probably assume it is you. But let's pause for a moment. Is it really? Have you ever had a thought that surprised you? Maybe it was a random, strange idea that seemed to come out of nowhere. Or maybe it was a memory you hadn't thought about in years. When those thoughts appeared, did you consciously choose them, or did they just happen? The truth is, you didn't create that thought. You heard it. You heard it. The voice in your head isn't something you control. It's something you listen to. It's like a radio station playing in the background of your life, constantly broadcasting messages, whether you like them or not. But here's the twist. Just because you hear the voice doesn't mean it's telling you the truth. This inner voice isn't always your ally. Sometimes it's your harshest critic. It replays your mistakes, exaggerates your fears, and creates worst-case scenarios that haven't even happened yet. And the more you listen to it, the more you believe it. You get trapped in its stories, convinced they're real. But once you realize that this voice isn't actually you, you gain the power to question it. And that's where everything starts to change. The source of your thoughts. A silent truth, puppeteer. Where do your thoughts come from? If the voice in your head isn't truly you, then where does it come from? The answer lies deep within your subconscious mind. Imagine your brain as a massive supercomputer, constantly processing information behind the scenes. Your subconscious mind is the operating system. It takes everything you've experienced and every belief you've absorbed and uses that data to generate the thoughts you hear. But here's where it gets tricky. Your subconscious doesn't always work in your favor. Its primary job is to keep you safe, not necessarily happy. It filters your thoughts through the lens of survival. Let's say you've had a bad experience with public speaking. Your subconscious remembers that feeling of embarrassment or failure and creates thoughts like, what if I mess up again? I'm not good at this. These thoughts aren't based on reality. They're based on fear. That's why the voice in your head often focuses on the negative. It's trying to protect you by preparing you for the worst. But in doing so, it limits you. It keeps you stuck in old patterns, replaying the same fears and doubts over and over again, like a record on repeat. And unless you recognize what's happening, you'll keep dancing to the same tune. What's even more fascinating is that many of these thoughts aren't even your own. They're influenced by external factors, society, family, culture. Think about the beliefs you hold about success, relationships, or even yourself. How many of those beliefs did you consciously choose? And how many were programmed into you by the world around you? The voice in your head is like a puppet. And your subconscious mind is pulling the strings. But here's the good news. Once you become aware of this, you can start cutting those strings. You can take back control. That's when everything changes. If the voice in your head often causes stress, doubt, and negativity, why do we keep listening to it? Why can't we just turn it off? The answer lies in something surprisingly simple. We're addicted to it. Listening to our thoughts gives us a sense of identity. Even when the voice is critical, it reinforces who we think we are. If the voice says, "You're not good enough," we believe it because it fits the story we've been telling ourselves for years. This story becomes our comfort zone. Even if it's painful, it's familiar, like wearing an old uncomfortable pair of shoes. They hurt, but they're known to us. On top of that, the voice in your head is incredibly persuasive. It doesn't just state facts, it weaves narratives. It tells you why you failed, why people don't like you, why you'll never succeed. These stories feel real because they're tied to your emotions. The more you engage with them, the stronger they become. It's a cycle. The voice speaks, you react, and your reaction feeds the voice. But here's the thing, you don't have to listen. The voice is loud because it craves your attention, but you have the power to tune it out. Think of it like sitting by a busy road. The cars are constantly passing by, but you don't have to chase after them. You can just watch. This simple act of observing the voice without engaging is the first step toward breaking free from its grip. The illusion of control. Why we think the voice is us. One of the most fascinating traps of the mind is its ability to convince you that you're in control of your thoughts. These are my thoughts, you tell yourself, so they must represent who I am. But let's examine this more closely. If you were truly in control of your thoughts, wouldn't you always think positively? Wouldn't you choose clarity, confidence, and peace of mind every time? The fact that your thoughts often spiral into fear, doubt, and self-criticism is proof that they're not entirely under your control. This illusion of control exists because the voice in your head masquerades as you. It uses phrases like, I am, I should, or I need, attaching itself to your identity. For example, the thought, I'm not good enough, doesn't feel like just a random idea. It feels like a fact about who you are. The mind uses this strategy to make the voice more convincing, but once you recognize this pattern, you can begin to break free from it. To keep you tied to its narrative, the voice ensures you stay engaged with its chatter. But here's the truth. The voice isn't you. It's simply a function of your brain, much like your heartbeat or digestion. You don't consciously pump your heart or process your food, it just happens. Similarly, your thoughts arise on their own. They're automatic, shaped by past experiences, fears, and conditioning. And just as you wouldn't define yourself by your heartbeat, you don't have to define yourself by your thoughts. Recognizing this illusion of control is incredibly liberating. It allows you to step back and observe the voice without identifying it. When you realize that the voice is simply a mental habit, not a reflection of your true self, you begin to reclaim your power. You're no longer a prisoner of your mind, you become its observer. The cost of listening, how the voice limits your potential. Let's talk about the cost of listening to that voice in your head. Every time you engage with its stories, you reinforce its power over you. Imagine you have a new idea for a creative project, but before you can take a step forward, the voice pipes up, what if it fails? What will people think? You're not talented enough. If you believe those thoughts, you'll likely abandon the idea before even trying. The voice has effectively stopped you from reaching your potential. This pattern plays out in every area of life. Relationships, careers, health. The voice magnifies your fears and doubts, keeping you stuck in your comfort zone. It convinces you that staying safe is better than taking risks, even when those risks could lead to growth and fulfillment. But the true cost isn't just missed opportunities, it's the erosion of self-trust. Every time you listen to the voice instead of following your intuition, you lose a bit of faith in yourself. Over time, this creates a cycle of self-doubt that becomes harder to break. The good news is, you don't need to silence the voice entirely to move forward. You simply need to stop believing it. When the voice says, you can't do this, you can acknowledge it without letting it control you. Instead of reacting with fear, respond with curiosity. Why do I feel this way? Is this thought even helpful or true? This small shift in perspective can unlock doors you didn't even realize were closed. The power of awareness. Observing the voice without judgment. And here's where transformation begins. Awareness. The moment you become aware of the voice in your head, it starts to lose its grip. Imagine flipping on a light in a dark room. The shadows that once seemed so menacing are suddenly revealed for what they are, illusions. When you observe the voice without judgment, you take back your power. You're no longer a passive listener. You become an active witness to your thoughts, a powerful step toward freedom and self-mastery. When we start to see our thoughts for what they really are, just shadows, a new awareness arises. Awareness doesn't mean fighting the voice or trying to silence it. In fact, resistance often makes it louder. Instead, awareness is about simply observing the voice without judgment. When a thought arises, you just notice it. Ah, there's that fear of failure again. Interesting. By observing your thoughts this way, you create distance between yourself and the voice. You become the watcher, not the participant. This practice of awareness is incredibly powerful because it shifts your focus from the content of your thoughts to the process of thinking itself. You begin to recognize the patterns and triggers that drive your inner dialogue. For example, you may notice that the voice becomes louder when you're tired or under stress. This awareness gives you the ability to respond to the voice with compassion rather than criticism. Over time, this simple practice of observation can lead to profound changes in how you experience life. You realize that you don't have to believe everything you think. You can choose which thoughts to engage with and which ones to let go. And that choice is where true freedom lies. The shift, reclaiming your true self. When you stop identifying with the voice in your head, a remarkable shift begins to take place. You start to discover who you are beyond your thoughts. It's like peeling back layers of an onion to reveal its core. Your true self. Your true self isn't the critical voice that says you're not enough. It's not the fearful voice that worries about the future or the regretful voice that dwells on the past. Your true self is the awareness behind those voices. It's the quiet presence that observes without judgment. It's the stillness that exists even in the midst of chaos. This realization is freeing because it liberates you from the stories the voice has been telling you. You begin to see yourself not as a collection of thoughts and labels, but as something deeper, something limitless and unchanging. This shift isn't just a change in perspective. It's a return to your natural state of being. Reclaiming your true self doesn't mean the voice in your head will disappear. It will still chatter away, but it will no longer define you. Instead of being controlled by the voice, you'll learn to use it as a tool, a servant, not a master. And by doing so, you'll open the door to a life of peace, clarity, and purpose. Practical steps to break free from the voice. Understanding the voice in your head is one thing, but breaking free from it is another. Here are some practical steps to help you reclaim your mind. Practice mindfulness. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sitting in silence. Focus on your breath or a simple mantra. When thoughts arise, let them pass without attaching to them. This practice helps cultivate awareness and detachment from the voice. Question your thoughts. When the voice says something negative, ask yourself, is this true? Is this helpful? More often than not, the answer will be no. This simple act of questioning can weaken the power of the voice. Shift your focus to the present. The voice thrives in the past and future, but it struggles in the present moment. Engage your senses. Notice the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. This pulls you out of the mind's chatter and into the here and now. Write it down. Sometimes the best way to deal with the voice is to get it out of your head and onto paper. Journaling can help you see your thoughts more clearly and put them into perspective. Seek support. Breaking free from the voice is a journey, and it's okay to ask for help. Whether it's through therapy, meditation groups, or self-help books, surrounding yourself with support can make a big difference. These steps aren't about silencing the voice. They're about changing your relationship with it. Over time, you'll find that the voice becomes less intrusive and more manageable. And as it fades into the background, your true self will begin to shine through. One of the greatest breakthroughs you can have is realizing that you are not your thoughts. For most people, this concept feels almost impossible to grasp. After all, how can you not be your thoughts when they are so deeply intertwined with your experiences, emotions? The truth is that your thoughts are simply fleeting patterns of energy, automatic processes created by the brain. They arise, exist for a moment, and then disappear. Just like clouds passing through the sky. Let's break it down further. Imagine standing by a river. The river represents your mind, and the flowing water represents your thoughts. Most of us jump into the river, grabbing onto each thought as it flows by and identifying with it as if it's part of who we are. This is my thought, we say, and we hold onto it tightly, even if it causes us pain. But what happens when you step out of the river? When you stop identifying with your thoughts, you begin to see them for what they truly are. Temporary, ever-changing, and often irrelevant to who you truly are. This shift in perspective allows you to stop reacting to your thoughts and start observing them. For example, when the voice in your head says, "You're not good enough," instead of accepting it as fact, you can simply acknowledge it and let it go. There's that thought again, you might say. Interesting. This practice of detachment doesn't mean ignoring your thoughts. Instead, it means you no longer let them define you. You recognize that you are something beyond your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes them. You are the observer, not the thinker. And once you realize this, a profound sense of freedom emerges. You no longer feel controlled by the stories your mind creates. You begin to live from a place of clarity and peace. I am. 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 I am.